Hello viewers, I'm SB, and this is not exactly the next episode of Total War Warhammer 2. You probably have already noticed from the runtime. So here's the deal. I did record today's episode of The Adventures of Celostra Diafan, and it was like 70 minutes, and we fought a bunch of battles that weren't really consequential, but were important because I needed to maintain my troop levels, not lose people unnecessarily to the auto-resolver. And then at the end of all of it, nothing has happened. Look at this. The Wood Elves haven't even actually made it to shore yet, 70 minutes later. So here's the deal. We are making progress on these western fronts, right? We have a bunch of land we didn't have at the end of sort of phase 2 of the campaign, and we're making forward progress, but it's slow and it's hitchy, right? We keep getting pushed back, things keep turning against us, new enemies keep showing up from across the sea, not in numbers enough to threaten, just enough to annoy. I think it is extremely likely, basically guaranteed, I would even go so far as to say, that we will win these western fronts, but I would estimate that it's probably going to be like a couple dozen turns at least, and as it's standing now, we're getting through like 1 to 3 turns per episode. If you do the math on that, you will discover the same thing that I discovered, and probably be just as dismayed as I was. I just don't want this series to go on that long. So here's my plan. I thought briefly about saying, you know what, we can't possibly lose. Nobody can kill Celostra at this point. We win. Game over. We all know that we could do it. Let's just wrap it up and start a new series of something else. But I think here's what I want to do instead. I'm going to play off camera a bunch. I will try to catch it when notable things happen, but basically this series is going to go on in a much more edited down format. I'm not going to show all of the gameplay because, unfortunately, a lot of it's just going to be the same stuff that we've been doing, fighting the same enemies with the same tactics. We'll take note of noteworthy things like fighting off the invasion of the Wood Elves here, or when we make final big pushes against the rats and the Dark Elves. And maybe once we sail to the east, we'll pick the series up in full time again. But for the next couple of weeks, I'm going to try to get through this as quickly as I can, but I can't promise there will be an episode every day. But for the next couple of weeks, that's how things are going to be. So, definitely no real episode posted today. I will try to have something for tomorrow. We will conclude the adventures of the drowned here. We will conquer the world. But I'm going to try to do it just a little bit faster. So, come back next time, whenever that may be, hopefully in the next couple of days, and we'll see you then.